Imagine this, you wake up every morning and look around you and think, I don't belong here. These are not my people. When you walk into a senior living home, you'll see kind of a common area where everybody's hanging out, they're playing bingo or whatever. What you don't see is that usually involves the same kind of 30% of residents. The other 70% are off in their rooms.
Moving into long-term care and living with 100 people can be a very lonely place still. You've come from neighborhoods where you've known your neighbor for 30 years and you might have had tea on the porch every Sunday afternoon, but now you're living in a place that you don't even know who lives beside you.
You can live by yourself or you can live amongst lots of people and you can still feel lonely. But if you have that sense of connection with other people, that's what makes a difference. And that's what group identity does. It's forming those deeper relationships and that sense of peer support, that you have someone who you can count on and someone who's going to notice if you're not there.
How the Java Music Club came to be is that I thought, why are we not doing peer support in senior living? It's about the empathy that flows between people. So when I share a story with you about something that happened to me, there's an empathy that can flow. And that's really what it's about. The photography, the music, and the readings are just a vehicle for that.
I think one of the most challenging things for us in recreation is finding ways to provide appropriate and fulfilling recreational activities for residents that can fill their day and that can be meaningful to them. Coloring programs and trivia and things like that, they're excellent, and but you kind of know what to expect each time. However, with Java Music Club, it could be a more lighthearted theme one week and then we talk about something a little more serious the next week. Certain residents come together and support each other through finding commonalities, like with different themes that we talk about, through the responses that come out of the discussion groups.
I wasn't really expecting that they would share so deeply and intimately, but we have one resident who was sharing about her stroke and she's no longer able to walk and it's a struggle for her. Some of the other residents also shared that they too had a stroke at one point and they're also working on it. So it's just for her to know that she's not alone. There are others like her and they're also working on the same struggle. So I think that was important for her.
His name was George. We had a marvelous marriage of 58 years. This was his home, and the reason why it became my home was so I could be closer to him to visit. Probably a month after I moved in, they came and asked me about the Java Music Club. I consider myself very fortunate to have met them all and learned some about their life experiences, and they learned mine. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, most of all we smile. We share lives. Some people don't want to do that. But I think if they came once, they'd come back.
Yeah. Je lui disais tout le temps qu'elle avait mis en prison. Je pense que j'ai pleuré pendant une semaine de temps. Après ça, j'ai commencé à participer, puis là, ça va beaucoup mieux. Il n'y a pas une activité que je manque, une sortie que je manque. Fait que je rentre chez nous.
I was about 14. I'm talking to my sister. Oh, who's that nice looking girl you got there? She says, that's Ruth. You want to meet her?
There's enrichment here that I couldn't provide for him at home. So I would say Java Music Club is one of the enrichment programs. It certainly has joined people together who did not know one another, and then it's connecting and making friendships as well.
Les foyers, ils sont tous en train de bouger à un modèle plus social de soins. Hein? Alors, l'emphase est plus sur la qualité de vie du résident. Et avec des activités comme Java, c'est là qu'on bâtit les liens, on bâtit le sens d'appartenance, la communauté entre les résidents. On voit nos familles, où les familles parlent ensemble, rient ensemble, jouent ensemble. Et je pense que des activités sociales comme ça amènent la famille dans le foyer.
Je vois comme, oui, c'est vrai que c'est récent, mais je me dis, il y a tellement d'effets palpables, comme il y a beaucoup plus de sourires, tu vois de la lumière dans les yeux, le désir de se rencontrer, comme la semaine prochaine. Ils communiquent des choses. Ah, bien, moi, je vais te donner mon numéro de téléphone, je suis dans quelle chambre. C'est, en tout cas, moi, ça m'émerveille, là. Ce programme, c'est un mouvement